Alright guys, here we are with Chapman's Reptiles. I just wanted to show you guys some of my snakes. This right here is my pastel. It's a male pastel. Very beautiful male. He was hatched this year by me. My first ever hatchling. I got that one. And the thing that sucks is they're both in shed. I got 4 of them. I got 2 normals, this Mojave, which is in shed, and then this pastel, which are both, these are both in shed. They're normally way brighter than this, but those are the 2 of them that I produced this year, plus my 2 normals. One of them I sold, so I only have 1 left, which is weirdly also in shed. That's the other normal. As you see by their eyes, he's in shed. And that one is a male. Other than that, those are the ones I hatched. This one I bought right here. This one is a pastel super yellow belly, or a pastel ivory. Very beautiful snake, and it's a male. I plan on trying to get some gravels or gravels or pastel gravels next year. I'm looking for pastel highways, not gravels. Pastel highways next year. This right here you guys have probably already seen. I'm going to show them anyways. This right here is my breeder male, Mojave Spider. It's actually a male. He's 1,600 grams, very big male. That's him. He has no wobble. If you look, perfectly fine, nothing's wrong with him. I've never had a problem with him eating. He eats every week, even while it's breeding season. Since I started pairing him, he's still eating. I have him being paired with 2 females right now. He is being paired with my pastel female, this one, and she is actually, I think, 2,600 grams, or 2,200 grams. Yeah, she just hit 2,200 grams. So that's her. And then I'm also pairing him with my pinstripe to hopefully, pairing him with that, my pastel, is to hope to get some bumblebees, or some Mojave bumblebees. And then I'm also pairing him with my pinstripe. The pinstripe and him are both the same weight. They're both like, I think she just hit 1,600 grams. So she's just now this year breeding ready. But I'm hoping to get some spinners, Mojave spinners, from him. And then this one, I'm hoping to get some bells. This one right here is just a Mojave female. That's the female that I'm pairing with this male. And those will make some bells. The male is, I think, 400, or no, he's 600 grams. Yeah, 600 and something grams. The female just hit 1,500 grams. So she's just now breeder ready to be her first clutch. The pastel that I showed you would be her second clutch, and then the pinstripe will be her first clutch too. The only other snake that I'm breeding this year is my Calibi, my calico bumblebee, which is right here. I bought her this year, actually a couple weeks ago. She's very jumpy, so she's probably not used to being handled, but that's fine. But this is her. I'm pairing her with my Mojave, that same Mojave that you guys just saw. The guy that was pairing her before was pairing her with his highway. I'm not sure the reason why. He said he was trying to make more highways. You're not going to make more highways with this one. So unless he was just trying to make some gravels and some yellow bellies and stuff. But this is her. It's my calico or Calibi. Beautiful, beautiful snake. That's some of my females that are this year breeding ready. Or no, I'm not pairing him. Her, the Calibi isn't being paired with my Mojave. That's what I was gonna do. I'm actually pairing her with my banana. So hopefully get some banana bees, which are really cool. But this is my male, that's the female. I think he just hit 1,200 grams. And for the longest time, the person I got him from was feeding him mice. It took me forever to break him from that. He just took his first 2 rats. One was last week, one was 2 weeks ago, one was this week. So he's gonna hopefully build more weight on. But he was perfectly fine for a male. A male being 1,200 grams is good. But this is my banana. He's just a banana. I love that, the speckling. I love to make a super black pastel banana, or a black pastel banana. Those are cool, but I have no black pastels. And then I think that's it. No, I got a male champagne that I'm not really using at all. I bought him when I first started just because I liked him, just because of his colors. But this is him. He's also breeding ready. He's 700 grams. He is nippy. He will bite you. So I try to keep his head tucked away. But this is him. 600 and something grams. I should start weighing him in the videos. But he's 600 grams at least. That one, I was pairing him with my big old normal, but I don't want that many more normals because she's going to lay a big clutch. She's probably going to lay an 8 or 9 egg clutch, and I don't want half of them to be normals. This right here is her. She's a big girl. She's 2,500 grams, 2,400 grams. I only really got her, so if I get a male that I need to prove out, I'll use her, because it's just a normal. But yeah, she's just normal, so I can prove anything out that I wanted to. But that right there is my collection. Small, just starting out. I plan on adding several more. I want to get a couple highways, or a highway male to pair, or a highway female, or a gravel female to pair with the super pastel super yellow belly next year, because he's not ready. He's only, I think, actually I'll drop my scale. I think he just hit, oh, wrong side. Let's see, you guys should be able to see that if he'll hold still. He's almost 200 grams, like 180. So he's still got a whole nother year ahead of him, or at least till probably the 2020 breeding. Same with my male pastel. He will have to wait. He's actually just hit 204 grams, as you can see. 204 grams. He's eating very well. He hasn't missed a meal. I'm surprised. My Mojave that I showed you guys has missed a meal. Has missed 2 meals. So, and I feed them, once they hit 250 to 300 grams, I'll stop feeding them every 5 days. But this one's 179 grams. I feed them every 5 days for their first probably 6 or 7 months out of their life. Or not 7 months. But I normally feed them every 5 days until they're about 250, 300 grams. After that, then they don't need it. Then I'll start feeding them once every 7 days. which I actually think I'm about to start switching to one every 7 days because they hit 200 grams. So that should be fine, in my opinion. They got some weight on them. I think the one normal that I showed you is the one that wouldn't eat for 2 weeks and was my smallest out of the clutch, and it's only 126 grams. The other normal was the same. Both of the normals were like both smaller smaller eggs, and I don't know why my female was 1,600 grams and I got rid of her. I sold her my pastel, and I bought another pastel, which is the one that you guys saw, the big one. That's the pastel that I'm hoping to get the eggs out of this year. This one. When I first got her, I've actually had her for almost a year now. But I got her because I don't need that many pastels, or that's why I sold the other one. So that one, I'm hoping I'll get some Mojave bees, some spider Mojave bees, or Mojave bumblebees, or some, really anything. I can get pastels, I'll get spiders, I'll get Mojave, and then I'll get bumblebees. And then I have a chance of getting the normals too. Which I don't really want any normals, but they normally, to me, I've been having a problem selling them. So hopefully I can sell the last normal that I got, which I think is a male. I don't remember. I've only... Nope, this one's a female. That's right, yeah, because the other one was a male. Yep. So, hopefully, I could sell her, which normally people that want normals don't get them for the breeding purposes. They just get them for, their first pet or anything like that. But my favorite snake of all that I have is gonna be probably my pastel super yellow belly, or the pastel ivory. He is just crazy beautiful. I love the yellow, and then down at the back I love the grayish tan with it. Well, that's the male. Just when I first got him, it was not this bright, not even close to this bright. Like that, the whole yellow strip coming down from his head all the way down wasn't even there. The grayish was there, but not that dark. You could barely see it. All that, you could barely see it, which now, the camera's not really picking it up that well. I'm using my phone, so. But now, all the way to the end of the tail, there's the yellow and gray. Then through the whole body, there's a yellow tint to it. Very light, but very beautiful. Can't wait. I'd love to produce some more of these, but that's going to be some time. I want to get my, hopefully future snakes are going to be some highways. That's what I want to produce, my own highway. So I've really been looking for a gravel female to pair with him. So I'll get some, I'll have no chance of hitting a normal at all because this is a super yellow belly pastel. So since it's a super form, if I bred this to a normal, I'll only get pastel yellow bellies and yellow bellies. So, but I want to get a gravel so I can pair them, and then get some babies so I can have a highway that I produced. And then I also want to get into clown and xanthic. I'm really just starting off with lower end genes, nothing too expensive right now. Really just so I get the hang of it, so if anything dies, it's not like I don't want them to die no matter what. If they're a normal or $700, $800 snake, I don't want them to die. but it won't be as hard of an impact on me if I've spent $1,000 on this highway, and then all the babies that I have from it die. It would be devastating. But same thing with, like, even with my spider and my pastel, if all the babies die, it's going to be devastating. I don't want it to happen. But other than that, guys, I'll show you my setup. I think you guys have seen it a couple times. But that's it. There and there. This one I'm still building. I got the bottom half done of heat tape. The other 3 tubs I have heat tape for. But I'm trying to figure out a way, because I bought 8 feet and I don't want to cut it or anything and have a whole nother thermostat on it. So I'm hoping that I can make something that goes on top of this that'll make it so I can have more hatchling tubs. But I'm also just going to build one whole other thing like this of hatchlings. Just a hatchling tub rack. That's it. That's all it's going to be. But it'll be using these same tubs. So this right here is my pastel. It'll be going in like this. So as you see, it's not even close to as deep as the 28 quarts. But this one worked out perfectly. I was able to convert this one from an all hatchling rack, since the guy didn't have the right tubs, and then this is where the old slots were. So as you see, I moved them down probably a 1/4 inch, or really just the thickness of this, which I think is half inch. Yeah, because this is right here is 3/4. I built this out of 3/4 inch melamine. But I moved these down. As you see, those had to get down extra because of that. And then I was able to fit 3 of these 16 quart tubs in here, which are this is my smallest, my small female. It's a normal 100% het ghost, which isn't even mine. I gave it to a buddy, bought it off me, and then he has to move, so he gave it back to me to hold on to. And that's what she's at. And then this is my male Mojave, and then my male Champagne. But I was able to fit them 16 quart tubs in there, just barely, because this top one, really tight. The bottom one, nice and smooth. But other than that, guys, I want to build a whole other hatchling rack out of the melamine so I can fit at least 40 hatchling tubs in it. Because I'm hoping to hit at least, if she lays, which I may just stop pairing her altogether, my big female, the normal female, I'm probably not even going to pair her this year. This one's going to be for my next year pairings. I will pair my pastel and also my spider Mojave. Them two will both be getting paired to them two, and then it'll also be getting paired with my pinstripe. And then also my bananas on the Cali Bee. But that's probably all I'm going to have, so I'm expecting maybe 4 or 5 eggs from each. But from my big female, pastel female, I'm expecting probably upper amount of eggs, probably like 6 to 8 eggs, hopefully, because she's 2,200 grams. The pinstripe, first year breeding, so I'm expecting 4 or 5 babies. Also, same with the Mojave, probably 4 or 5 babies, or eggs. I keep saying babies, eggs. But we'll see, guys. This is my incubator. Still working on it. I got it partially set up. I got the water bottle. I don't even have a thermostat on it. I gotta still come in here, do all this, wire them up, and then I gotta get... This metal tape works good, but when the humidity gets to it for some reason, in this one, it's not sticking that well. But I'm gonna probably go through, because this is what I used last year. I only used it for 1 clutch. But I'm gonna be using these same totes so I can fit more of them in here, since it's going to be like that, because I'll end up actually probably just stacking them on top of each other like this, so I can fit probably 6 clutches in here, because these two could fit side by side. But we will see if I even have 6 clutches this year. And he is just ready to go at my hand whatever he can. But this fan will be mounted up here, not with that screw. It'll be mounted to a piece of plastic, so it spaces down. Then it's going to suck the air from the bottom up, and then hopefully push it to the sides like this. Like it'll come up, suck it up, and then it'll just make a continuous circle. They were saying I don't need this much heat tape in here, but instead of working this heat tape to 100% of the power, or like 100% of the heat tape's power, I'm only running 20% of the heat tape's power because it's such a long strip. They're saying other people were saying I can use this strip in a full-size fridge. Yeah, but I don't know. I just look at it like if the heat tape's got to work less, the heat tape's going to last longer. So yeah, I spent an extra, like I could have had just this much heat tape down to this curve down here and just had it from there to there. And it would have been enough, but then that heat tape's going to have to work twice as hard to heat this than this whole thing. So I just looked at it like that. I have a fridge actually outside that I'm waiting for my dad to help me bring it upstairs. Sometime he'll help me. He never helps me. But I'm waiting for him to help me bring it up here. And then I'll probably use this strip and then move my incubator into the other one, the full-size fridge, into a corner in this room. And then get that all done and over with so I can just have this heat tape and then have a big incubator so I know for sure that I'll fit whatever eggs I throw. This right here, I can fit several clutches, yeah, but I don't want to push it so they're either all the way up against this heat tape. I don't want that really. Or they're all the way, like if I turned them, instead of sitting this way, they're sitting this way. I don't want them sitting up against this heat tape. So I've got to figure out something to do that with. But other than that, guys, Chapman Reptiles out. Like, comment, subscribe.